Have you ever wondered why you wake up at the same time in the middle of the night every night? Well, there's a reason for this. Sometimes it's to prepare you for something that's coming. Sometimes there's a download of energy. Sometimes there's an energy in the room and you're being protected to wake up. There are so many reasons. My favorite one is the codes. I have this whole system of codes. I know a lot of people pay attention to angel numbers, but I have my own numbers that I've developed over the past decade that are a wonderful map to my reality and a warning system of what is to come. Stay tuned to the end of this video for a psychic puzzle to practice your intuitive abilities. For as long as I can remember, I've had people share with me that they wake up at certain times every night. I had people say, Lisa, I wake up at 2:44 every single night. Or I've had people say, Lisa, last night I woke up at 1:33, 2:33, 3:33, 4:33, 5:33. What does that mean? Why is that happening? Well, there's all sorts of reasons. Depending on the person in the situation, I always give different suggestions as to why this might be happening. One might be that your spirit guides are waking you up, trying to give you a message. They might be warning you about the day. Or they may be giving you a download of information and insight so that you can better navigate your day. Maybe there's an opportunity coming. It's also possible that somebody you're connected to wakes up at that time and is thinking about you. You'll know because they will be the first person that comes into your mind when you first wake up. What I love about waking up in the middle of the night, oftentimes it's very quiet and it's very still. The other thing that I like is if I know that I'm up for more than just a second, I'll look at the clock. And the clock has a code. And I have over 1,000 codes, and each of these codes means something. So an example might be, if I were to wake up at 1:11, that would tell me there's some new beginning, some new reality change happening. If it then next goes to 1:17, that's a warning. That means that something is about to happen for the day that might be uncomfortable, that I might need to use some of my skills to navigate through. If I see 1:13, that's a code that my neighborhood needs energy. That's a code that I've been seeing every day for the past 10 days. And so I do my best to just bless and send energy and clean the negative energies out of the neighborhood. Whenever I see that, I feel it's my moral obligation to do something. In the past, it might be that we planted more flowers in our yard because we live in a space that a lot of people see our yard. And that makes people happy. We've had people say, I love your flowers. I like to just drive by the yard because it makes me feel happy. So it's something like that. If I see 444, that might tell me that my family needs energy because that's family and foundation. So that means my immediate family, maybe people who are not in a good way, are thinking about our family, or maybe they're judging, or maybe they're obsessing in not a good way and they're sending bad vibes or mojo to the family, or maybe it just means I need to put more energy into my immediate family. So all these codes mean something. And in each video, I'm going to start adding a little bit more of the codes, and at some point I might teach the code, but you have to have perfectly clear energy to be able to understand what's a sign and what's not. And what I love about waking up in the middle of the night is you're not thinking about it. You're out cold. Your subconscious is giving you dreams, but your angels and spirit guides are waking you up for a moment of insight and a moment of realization. So my opinion of this always is that your spirit guides who work tirelessly to help you navigate in the most optimal way through this reality are trying to give you little clues so that you can be more mindful and be more aware. One of the ways that they do that are through synchronicities. So if you're waking up at the exact same minute, think about the mathematical possibilities. Would you be able to achieve that consciously on your own? Would you be able to go to bed and say, okay, I'm going to wake up at 1:25. And then you wake up at 1:25. Now, maybe you can. I feel like I probably could because I feel like I don't know, for years I've been telling myself when to wake up and when not to with children, and I got kind of good at doing that. But generally speaking, if you're not thinking about it and you go to sleep and then you just wake up at 3:33 every single night, I would say, especially since it's a triple digit number, which to me 333 means a win, it means financial prosperity, it means success. Whenever I see that code, really good things are coming. I would say there's something to that. That means that there's some kind of opportunity coming into your life. Or the very easiest one is you are on the right path. You are on the right path. So you can ask yourself, how do you feel When you wake up at these different times and you see these codes, are you feeling happy? Are you feeling annoyed? Are you feeling nervous? Are you able to go right back to sleep and feel blissful? That would probably be what the overall meaning is of that specific time and why you are waking up. Please share in the comments if you wake up, what time you wake up every night. I would love to hear all about it, and so would everybody else. It's Psychic Puzzle time. At the end of every one of my videos, I offer an opportunity for you to test your intuitive skills. So to do this, we bring in the Reiki energy, which is the Japanese art of healing. And I want you to imagine that the energy comes in through the top of your head as you breathe. And it travels down your body, all the way down to the core of the earth. And then from the core of the earth back up through your body, and up out the top of your head like a fountain, and then out your right hand and in your left. And now I want you to think of something that feels really good and really safe. Reading your favorite book, cuddling on the couch, watching a movie, having a favorite treat that you like, cuddling with your animals, something just wonderful. And I want you to surround yourself with that feeling and imagine that it's a protective bubble of light and it's fueled with this Reiki energy. Good. Now when the puzzle comes up, feel free to press the pause button, but go with your very first guess. Good luck. How did you do? Did you know you were going to get it right, or were you uncertain? If you guessed correctly, let me know in the comments. If you didn't guess correctly, don't beat yourself up because it's not about getting it right. It's about learning to listen to your intuitive voice. This takes time and practice. If you're curious, my online courses, meditations, and live classes teach clear and practical ways to develop this skill. For more information, click on the links below.